Hi, angels. I'm Miss Quiet Queen, and you are now tuned into the Quiet Queen Project. Thank you for joining me again. Well, let's talk about magic. Specifically, what is another word for magic? To answer that question, you really need to understand what exactly magic is. I really don't like to use the term magic because it has a bum rap and so many negative stereotypes that is adjacent to the word magic. Another word for magic is energy. Everything is energy. Everything, thoughts are energy. People have energy. Plants are energy. Even inanimate objects all has energy coming from it. Another thing that you need to realize that what everything encompasses is that um, everything is math. Mathematics is everything. Everything is mathematics. Now, mathematics isn't necessarily always with numbers, but you know about story math and things like that. So, magic is math, magic is energy. Okay, magic is work, magic is movement. Okay, I wanted to do a story time with you guys today. I haven't done that in a really long time. When I will read things to you from my book, you know. So, I'm going to do that today. I want to talk about the moon specifically. We're talking about magic and energy and things, how things move, how things work. Um, the moon is very important. The moon is so important that the real information about it is hidden by many governments. Governments that, want to keep you, and bureaucrats that want to keep it, all the knowledge to themselves. It is so important that when people like us, like myself and you, decide to study the powers of the moon, we are constantly interrupted with phone calls, somebody knocking at the door, children crying, somebody in your family or outside of your family as it gets messy. You have an argument or disagreement, and you're like, where the hell did all of this come from? Why the drama? The moon is very strong. Now, sometimes it is because of certain secret societies trying to keep information from you and deter you and make you upset, throw energy daggers in your life to get you to fight with one another. Don't fall for it. If people in your life want to, you know, keep their head clouded and not allow the love that you have for one another to prevail, then you let them do their thing. Don't be disrespectful, but walk away and back up because you have the right to be happy. Let me get on and talk to you with story time here. I am reading from the book called Candle Magic for Beginners. It is written by Richard Webster. And I love this book. I've had it for so many years. It's so raggedy, but I love it. I'm going to read from chapter 64, and it's called Cycles of the Moon. The moon plays a major part in every aspect of our lives. It is responsible for the rise and fall of the tides and even affects the sap in the plant trees. The term lunatic is named after the moon, as people noticed the strange effects it had on some animals and people. The moon even affects our weather. The moon waxes as it grows from the new moon to the full moon. Now, right now, we are in a new moon. Today is the new moon, okay? The first. Sometimes the moon can change people's moods. The moon can throw certain daggers out there in the atmosphere, and it could affect us differently. If you are not prepared for that, if you don't know or are aware that this is happening or can happen, you will be negatively affected by it. Learn the moon, learn how she works, Understand her, and you will understand women. Understand a woman. Even if you are a woman, you will learn yourself, and you will learn more about nature. This is the time to perform any magic, talking about the new moon, that is concerned with growth, expansion, or increase. So if there is anything that you want to eliminate from your life, do not do it during a new or a waxing moon. New moon, when you do magic during a new moon, it's for new beginnings. It's to start something that you want. So if you do it in a waxing moon, it grows bigger and bigger. Okay, that's what we're in right now. We're going through a waxing new moon. This is the time to perform any magic that is concerned with growth, expansion, or increase. The waning moon, this is the period when the moon goes down. It's from the full moon, it goes slower and slower. I'm doing a video. Okay, so no, don't do that. Don't play tapes while I'm doing this. I don't need anybody to hear anything else. Thank you. Sorry about that, y'all. The waning moon is the period from the full moon to the new moon. This is the perfect time for any magic that is concerned with eliminating destructive energies or anything else that you no longer want in your life. Anything else or anyone else. You do it during a waning moon to get rid of it. If you really don't want to be bothered, or if you really want to make sure you get rid of energies from anything that you have, or in your room or your house, you do this during the waning moon. Now, let's talk about the days of the week. Now, the days of the week are very important as well. I know I'm reading from a book called Candle Magic, and candle magic is very important. It is so real, and it does work because it's very relative to the chakras. Okay, but let's talk about the days of the week, because the days of the week are very important as well. Did you know that you had your own personal days of the week? Yes, there is a day of the week that is specifically for you. Probably one of the days of the week that you should know that is really attached to you is the day that you were born. Find out what day you were born. There's an algorithm on Google. Just Google what day was I born. Algorithm for the day I was born or whatever, and then you put in your date of birth, and if you have the time, I guess sometimes they ask for the time, but put that in and they will give you the time that you were born. Maybe, I don't know, I'll think about trying to put the link down below for you guys, maybe, since I brought it up. Okay, so let's talk about Monday. Monday is ruled. Let me read this first. Each day of the week is related to a particular planet, which in return relates to a variety of different energies. It follows that these days are good times to perform magic that relates to these energies. For example, Monday is ruled by the moon. The moon is concerned with healing, emotions, protection, purity, memory, and women. The color for Monday is white or silver, because the moon is silver. Tuesday is ruled by Mars. Now, Mars is concerned with courage, loyalty, wealth, power, and force. The color for Tuesday is red. Wednesday is ruled by Mercury, and Mercury is concerned with communications, business, thought, travel, humor, and all forms of self-expression. The color for Wednesday is purple. Thursday is ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter is concerned with ambition, expansion, abundance, success, generosity, honor, growth. The color is blue, and I'm going to assume any kind of blue, probably particularly like the medium dark blue, something like that. Friday is ruled by, Friday is ruled by Venus, and Venus is concerned with love, romance, sex, home and family, pleasure, fun, and the color is green. Saturday is ruled by Saturn, and it's concerned with delays, obstacles, real estate, patience, and hard work. The color for Saturday is black. Sunday is ruled by the sun, and the sun is concerned with leadership, protection, prosperity, creativity, and success. The color for Sunday is yellow. Now, anytime you're doing any kind of energy work, remember, I'm not going to really say magic too much, because every time you say magic, people get all scared. Oh my God, you're so evil. You believe in magic. All you need is Jesus. Oh Lord, try Jesus. Don't try me, because I ain't trying to hear that. No disrespect. But anytime you want to work the energy, aka magic, it is really good. It can really be beneficial for you the more you know about energies and the universe and the different things you can put together, the stronger your magic can become. So if you want to do something, say having to do with power and wealth, you make sure you do it on a Tuesday. You make sure you wear something red. You know what I mean? You make sure you are doing it on a waxing moon. All of this counts, okay? So not only do the days of the week matter, but also the hours of the day. Mr. Webster says, the planetary hours allow us to determine the best time of any day to perform magic. The planetary hours do not follow the same hours that we do. The daytime is divided into 12 equal periods, from sunrise to sunset. In summer, these periods of time are longer than they are in the winter. The same thing applies with the nighttime hours. In winter, the nighttime hours are longer than they are in the summer. Fortunately, most daily newspapers give the time of sunrise and sunset. Once you know these times, you can divide the day into 12 equal periods known as planetary hours. You also do this for the nighttime planetary hours. Remember that our calendar days begin at midnight and end at the following midnight. Okay? Planetary days start at sunset and finish at sunrise the next day. Each hour is connected to a particular planet. Did you hear me? Each hour of the day is connected to a particular planet. Now remember, this is very effective when it comes to planets being in retrograde and things like that. When planets are in retrograde, make sure you understand how to draw down the powers of the moon. All of this ties in. I'm trying to help you out. We're trying to go somewhere. I'm thinking about doing series again. Remember way back I used to do the dream series and I do spiritual etiquette series. I'm going to start this back because this is a subject that you just cannot start and finish in one video. Okay? So that's just some of the things that I wanted to talk about. I also let me just read a little bit on cosmic vibration, because what did we say magic is? Another word for magic is energy. And energy is very much related to vibration. Here's what Mr. Webster has to say about cosmic vibration. What we have covered so far are the traditional methods of timing. Now, we come to a method that was taught to me more than 35 years ago. It's not original to me, but I have never seen it in print anywhere. I am a great believer in serendipity. Put that word on the parking lot. We're going to talk about. I talked about serendipity before. This is when vantageous things occur apparently by accident. I believe that serendipitous happenings are not accidental at all. But occur because we have subconsciously sent out into the universe the correct energies that allow it to happen. I was traveling from London to Glasgow and had bought a book called Color Psychology and Color Therapy by Faber Biren. to read on the train. I was so engrossed in the book that I didn't look up when someone came into the compartment and sat down opposite of me. After a few minutes, I heard a man reciting the colors of the rainbow out loud. Naturally, I looked up, and the man sitting opposite beamed at me. He had a weather-beaten face, long, stringy-looking gray hair, and penetrating eyes. He was probably in his mid-50s. But I was 20 at the time and thought he looked old. "That's a good book," he said, pointing at his stubby finger at the book I had been reading, Sound Man Faber. "Yes," I agreed. I don't know anything about him. I don't know anything about him. Interested in color, though. "I guess so. It just looked like an interesting book. You have bought it at Watkins bookshop in a famous occult bookstore." Blah, blah, blah. I don't want to read all of that. Let me see. But anyway, y'all, let's skip over. That's just, his little brief experience. That's really not that important. Okay, let me do this part. Okay. One of the many things he talked about on the long train ride was cosmic energy and how humanity would take a giant leap forward if everybody was taught how to use their cosmic vibration properly. Angels, come on. Pay attention to this, okay? I had to admit that I had no idea what cosmic vibration was. It's energy, he told me, waving his arms around to emphasize his words. Your vibrations was determined by your day of birth. I got to put some energy out there on that. Your vibrations, your personal vibrations was determined by your date of birth. What was going on the day you were born, y'all? What was going on? The day that you cascaded from your mother's womb was the day a new song was created in the universe, was the day new binaural beats were created. You are powerful. You have so much power that nobody's teaching in school. I wish they could teach this in school. Have it about energy. And it has nothing to do with anything wicked or evil. Hell, Jesus and Moses and the other prophets of the Bible, they use energy all the time. What you think Moses did when he parted the sea? What did you think Jesus did when he walked across the water? Oh, Jesus was the only begotten son of... listen, he was an alchemist, okay? Jesus was an alchemist. Get used to it. That's what he did. So was Moses, okay? They learned these powerful words of power. They knew how to draw down the powers of the moon, draw down the powers of the sun. They knew how to appropriately use the 72 names of God. Okay? And they knew what day to do them on, the time to do them, and all of that. So, he told me that there are 3 groups of vibrations. Okay? There's group 1, people that were born on the 1st, 5th, 7th, 10th, 14th, 16th, 19th, 23rd, 25th, or 28th of any month. In group 2, there were people who were born on the 2nd, 4th, 8th, 11th, 13th, 17th, 20th, 22nd, 26th, 29th, or the 31st of any month. In group 3 are people who were born on the 3rd, 6th, 9th, 12th, 15th, 18th, 21st, 24th, 27th, the 30th of any month. Any dates in the group that you belong to are good for you. Any of those dates that I mentioned, like if you was born on the 1st, all of the other dates is good for you to do any kind of magic or energy work. Okay? And let's see. These lists of dates may look intimidating at first, but they are easy to remember. The dates in group 1 are 1, 5, and 7 on my side. Okay, so now I had given people the dates that are most powerful for you, depending on when you were born. Now, remember, I used to give you guys the angel names. Everybody has angel names. Everybody has 3 archangels. Turn it off for me. Everybody has 3 archangels. You know, a mental angel, angel that governs your emotions, and your physical angel. No, spiritual, emotional, and physical. You also have a mental, physical, and spiritual days. So if you know your God, if your archangels, and which, you know, your spiritual archangel, then you can do work with your spiritual archangel on your spiritual days. Is this all making sense? For example, anybody that was born on the 1st of any month, your mental days are the 10th, 14th, 16th, and 19th. Your physical days are the 23rd, 25th, and 28th. Your spiritual days are the 1st, 5th, and the 7th. Okay, so it goes on and on like that. I've given people these. Should I give this to them again? I've done this before, where I've given everybody the your special days. So what I'm going to do it again, but this is just going to be part 1 of this series, part 1 of talking about magic. Okay, another word for magic is energy, and we are going to be discussing candle magic the next time. So I'm just going to have this be part 2 of the magic series, magic energy series, entitled Candle Magic. So please stay tuned for that. And let's see if we want to leave out on some other things. How about if we learn how to find out what our personal day is? You got to have a good day. You know, we always talking about bad days. I'm having a bad hair day. Well, what about a good hair day? Interpretations for each personal day. Lighting the correct candle for the day is a form of single candle magic, and it enables you to make the most of whatever day has to offer. One personal day. Okay, so you know what? Maybe I should teach you how to find out what your personal day is. Let's do that real quick, so that the part 2 of this, you already know how to do it. Another method of choosing the right days for magic is to use numerology to determine. Numerology is one of my favorite books. Oh my God, I love that book. To determine your personal days, the first stage is to determine your personal year. This is done by adding up your day and month of birth and adding this to the current year. If you were born on September 17th, for example, and the current year is 2004, you create the following sum. Okay, so the month is 9, and then underneath that you put the date, the day of birth, which is 17, and then under that the current year, 2004. So you add the 9, 7, and the 4, put the 0, and then carry up, 1 and the 0, add 3, 0, bring down a 0, bring down a 2. So that's 2030. This is reduced down to a single digit. 2 plus 0 plus 3 plus 0 equals 5 in this example. So 5 would be your personal year. If you add the current month to the personal year and again bring it down to a single digit, you will find your personal month. Let's assume that it was July. We add 7 for July to the 5 personal year. This gives you 12, which reduces down to 3. 3 plus 1, I'm sorry, 1 plus 2 equals 3. You are in a 3 personal month. Okay? Finally, you add the current day to the personal month and again reduce it down to a single digit. Let's assume it is the 19th of the month. We add 19 to the 3 personal month, which gives us 22. 2 plus 2 is 4. You are a 4 personal day. Now, I know they say sometimes you're not supposed to reduce master numbers. 22 and 11 are master numbers. In some incidents you can, and that's how you do that. So once you find out what your personal day is, the one personal day, if you have a personal day that is a 1, your candle color is red. If it's 2, your candle color is orange and silver for 2. 2 is the master number 2, I think. Huh? If your personal day was 3, your candle color will be yellow. For 4 personal day is green and gold. 5 is blue. 6 personal day is dark blue or indigo. 7 would be purple. 8 is rose or pink. Your 9 personal days and your color is white. Now, I'm going to close out reading from this book by asking a question. How long does it take for magic to work? The answer is as long as it takes. It really depends on you and how much energy you put into it. When I was really getting into my spiritual path, I would go and I would set up altars for myself, my ancestors, for my spirit guide, my spirit team, and I would feel the energy and I would feel the magical power, and it was very empowering and endearing. But then I noticed when I go back up there, I don't feel anything anymore. That is because I don't feed it. When you create an altar and you light your candles and you sit and you pray and you meditate over it, you have to go back and keep feeding that space. Wherever you're going to have your meditation room, let that be the same place that you put your altar and put your white cloth down and just do all of your meditating and things. But you have to continue to feed it. You can't just do it and not do anything. Like planting a garden. You can't just plant the seeds and leave it and wait for it to rain. You got to go water it. You got to go pull out the weeds that's choking it. You got to kill the bugs that's eating the leaves. You got to just take care of it. Same way with your learning your magic and doing your altar and things like that. Now, there is another book that I really wanted to do a story time from. It's absolutely too late now because it was already 30 minutes, but I just wanted to get this one started for you guys and get it posted. I'm about to jack out some videos. Yeah. And please stay tuned for the mother and daughter video. Mother and daughter, women. This is for women. This is the decade for women. Ladies, we got to pick it up. We got to pick it up. We got to pick up our responsibilities. We cannot expect or wait for men to help us out. And I'm talking to all women. Okay, now I know that specifically melanated women, we are at the lowest of the low as far as respect is concerned, and all kinds of hidden societies and secret energies want to keep us at each other. I ain't going for it. If y'all bitches want to still be in, I'm sorry, I say that with all due respect. I know that sounds like redundant. How you gonna say bitches with all due respect? Y'all know what I mean. If you want to keep on being catty, that's you. I gotta step away from it. I'm too good for that. And that's how I need you guys to, that's what I need you guys to do. Say the same thing. I am too blessed to be stressed. I am too good to be a part of the drama. No, that is not a place for royalty. You are royalty. We as women are royalty. I've always said this. Y'all probably think I'm a broken record, but I'm going to say it again. The world is so fucked up today because the world disrespects women. And once the world, including the women of the world, realizes the place of the woman, that we can be well on our way to a better society. Okay? Rewind that back and listen to it again, because I ain't got time to repeat it. All right. So that's all I have for you right now. Please leave a message or comment below, and I'm going to put out some more videos for y'all. And yeah, y'all, say hi. Alani, say hi. She's here. She's not doing a video today. I wish she would, but
I was thinking about it.
I really wish you would. Everybody misses you.
I look cray cray right now.
They don't care. You look beautiful. Natural beauty. Girl, Ayana, are you for the drama?
Huh?
Are you for the drama?
Oh, no.
Are you blessed?
Yeah.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
He do it all the time.
All the time.
I do it all the time.
Yes.
Because I am God.
But hey, what about black women? We got to get it together. No matter who we are, related or non-related, we got to get it together. Love on each other, y'all. We all we got. That's the only way your magic is going to get bigger and bigger. That's the only way your personal power is going to grow. If you don't let these enemies get in your head and cause you to bicker back and forth with the people you love, y'all. I ain't got time for it. I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission because this is not my real life. Me, who I am, I'm inside of this physical body. This ain't me. And this is all a dream. This is a matrix. When you die, you'll go, damn, we was tripping over that physical stuff. And this is the real world right here. My mother always told me that. Always told me that. And although I didn't really have the best relationships with my mother, I shut the hell up and I listened to that woman because she was older than me. She has experience and seniority in life, and she been around the block and she know what the hell she talking about. So there are certain things when she opened her mouth to speak to me, I listen. So ladies, we need to start listening to ourselves, listening to our mothers, listening to our daughters. Just shut up and listen.
Listening to each other in general and stop making assumptions about how other people feel about you and instead talk to them directly.
Cheers. Here. Okay. So keep looking, keep coming back to my channel because I'm going to be pumping out some videos because I am in a really good place right now mentally. I'm feeling really good. I have a boost of energy. I'm not exactly sure where it came from. Could be in multiple places, but yeah, there's a lot of things that I need to say and want to say and have to say. We don't have a whole lot of time. Have y'all noticed that everybody's phones is messing up? Have y'all noticed that? Your phone is buffering a lot more when it didn't used to. You know, you talking to somebody and, hey, can you hear me now? Everybody, it don't matter if you with T-Mobile, Sprint, My Bell, I don't care who you with. That's because, you know, it got something to do with technology. I'm not going to get into that. That's not what this video is about. It's 34 minutes long, and I got to go. Thank you. Leave a comment.
Bye, baby.
Check out the... Tell her not to go. She needs to make a video. Okay. Until next time, y'all. Thank you for watching. Stay in the light.